दादी वो प्यारी दादी गुलजार दादी ओ दादी।
जो चाहते हैं वो कर नहीं पाते, इसका कारण क्या है कि आत्मा में शक्ति नहीं। और आत्मा में शक्ति क्यों नहीं है? क्योंकि जो सर्वशक्तिवान परमात्मा है उससे कनेक्शन रिलेशन नहीं है। हम कहते हैं हम परमात्मा के बच्चे हैं, सभी कहते हैं तुम माता पिता हम बालक तेरे, तुम्हारी कृपा ते सुख गनेरे, सब तुम्हें वो माता से पिता, ये सब जानते हैं। लेकिन पिता सर्वशक्तिवान और बच्चा इतना निर्बल, जो चाहता है वो नहीं कर पा सकता। तो कनेक्शन कैसे समझेंगे? है अभी राजकुमार राजा की लड़की आपके पास आके कहे आज मेरे पास खाने के लिए 2 रोटी भी नहीं है, हमको 2 रोटी दे दो, तो आप मानेंगे ये राजकुमारी है? नहीं मानेंगे। तो परमात्मा हमारा पिता है। पिता क्या सब कुछ है, माता पिता बंधु सखा सब है, और उसके हम बच्चे हैं। और मंदिर में जाके क्या कहते हैं? आज ये दे दो, आज ये दे दो, आज ये रॉयल बेकारी। वो बेकारी नहीं, लेकिन मांगने वाले को बेकारी कहा जाता है। रॉयल बेकारी बन गए बच्चे। आज ये दो, आज ये दे दो, आज शक्ति दे दो, आज ये जीत प्राप्त करा लो, आज ये करा लो, आज ये करा लो। क्यों? कारण क्या? रिलेशन होता तो ये नहीं हो सकता, कनेक्शन होता नहीं हो सकता। आत्मा का कनेक्शन ही टूटा हुआ है। तो पिताश्री ने हमको बचपन से ही पहले पहले ये शिक्षा दी, बच्चे तुम आत्मा हो, ये शरीर तो तुम्हारी ये कर्म इंद्रियां है। जैसे कोई डायरेक्टर होता है और उसके कर्मचारी बहुत होते हैं, वैसे आप आत्मा मालिक हो। और ये हाथ पाँव, ये जो भी कर्म इंद्रियां है, ये तो तुम्हारे कर्मचारी। इसको जैसे जैसे हाथ है, अभी हमारा कर्मचारी है ना, मैं हाथ को कहूँ ऊपर करो तो ऊपर हो जाएगा, नीचे करूँ तो नीचे हो जाएगा। ऐसे ये हमारे कर्मचारी है। और फिर सूक्ष्म कर्मचारी है हमारा मन बुद्धि संस्कार। मन वास्तव में हमारा कर्मचारी है, हम उसके मालिक हैं। कहते हैं ना मेरा मन आज बड़ा उदास है, आज मेरा मन बड़ा परेशान है। मेरा कहा तो मैं अलग है ना। लेकिन आज आत्मा अपने को शक्तिशाली नहीं समझने के कारण ऐसी निर्बल हो गई है जो मन चला रहा है। जैसे नौकर मालिक को चलावे तो क्या हालत होगी मालिक की, ऐसे अगर आत्मा अपने को इतनी निर्बल बना चुकी है, जो मन उसको चला रहे हैं। कहते मन नहीं मानता है ना बहन जी, बहुत अच्छा लगता है, लेकिन मन नहीं मानता है ना। समझते हैं नहीं ये करे, फिर भी मन उस तरफ ले जाते हैं, तो माना कमजोर है ना।
सबकी प्यारी दादी गुलजार, बाबा वाली दादी गुलजार, बाबा वाली दादी गुलजार।
Om Shanti. Adopt the culture of truth and good manners, humility in your form. Let your form be the same as your words. Let your words be clear and filled with love, humility, and sweetness. Let them also be filled with truth. However, let there also be humility in your form. You will be able to reveal the Father through this form. Remain fearless, but let your words be within the code of conduct. Then people won't find your words harsh, but sweet. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today is day 14. Adopt the culture of truth and good manners. Today's topic, humility in your form. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. I feel so fortunate when I have to think about churning any point of knowledge or any virtue. Immediately Brahma Baba comes in front of me because his personality was personality of purity, royalty, but also humility. Very, very royal. He was tall. He was always walk in a very straight way, royal way, but very humble. You know, it must be, as Baba said, humility in your form, in your personality. So I immediately say, but where should we look at and what that personality is? How will it look? So immediately Brahma Baba comes. Because when first time or whenever we went to Madhuban, first we will go take shower and then Baba and Mama will come and sit in a history hall. And so history hall, they both will sit on the floor. There was a little cushion and they both will sit and meet us on the floor. I am also. So I immediately thought that when there are gurus and Mahamanleshwar, they have so many big thrones. They have silver throne, this, that. And look at our Baba. He sits on the same level, same floor. So it really touches the heart and make it very clear for us what is humility. So it's really so lovely to see God in the form, in Sakar, in Brahma Baba, with such personality. And then Baba always start talking with sweet, sweet child, sweet, sweet children. But his words were so sweet, so much loving, very, very powerful, very clear, right? And then was our mama, Dadi Prakashwani. I remember when VIPs used to come, so Dadi generally will come out in the courtyard and receive them. And when she received them, they generally come and they have such vibrations. They come with the open arms. And Dadi will also fold the hands and bow in front of them. Many times he said, Dadi, why you have to bow? She said, because they bow, so I must do that too. So there was no sign of any ego in her personality. There was intoxication, lot of, you could see that, but also humility. So Baba is saying that humility in your form, let your form be same as your words. They should match, Sometimes words are not of humility, and sometimes the way we talk, our gestures and our expression should be of humility. So practice this. Let your words be clear. Clear, but also we shouldn't talk very fast, People can't understand. So your words should be clear and your words should be full of love. Humility and sweetness. Words should be of love, humility, and sweetness. Let them also be filled with truth. However, let there also be humility in your form. So Baba says, then you will be able to reveal the Father through this form. Remain fearless, but let your words be within the code of conduct. Maryada, words of Maryada. Then people won't find your words. People won't find your words harsh but sweet. Shouldn't be challenging, shouldn't be threatening, shouldn't be to make people means forceful, no bossiness, right? So we have to pay attention. All our seniors, even when we look at brothers, Brother Nirvair was very humble, with authority. So we are the leaders, right? So these are the qualities of leaders. So that in future also, whatever we practice here, whatever sanskars we have, we carry those sanskars in golden age. So how the deities will speak. So practice here with each other, whether someone is younger to you, someone is equal to you or older to you. Because then there will be real respect in their hearts. Otherwise, they will respect you out of fear, not from heart. Because you are older, you are the boss, you are So there is fear. But if we want people to love us, to respect us, it has to be with love, with sweetness, from your image and through your words. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Good morning from Madhuban and good evening to everyone. It's such a beautiful theme this month, Didi. And when I heard you sharing the story of Dadi Kumarka, I remembered a scene where she was meeting a sadhu and he motioned to her, "Put your hands on my head." And she put her hands on his head. And then she said to him, "Now you put your hands on my head." And they were both putting their hands on each other's head. And I thought, this whole thing of when you said humility and bowing down, for me, that scene also represented equality. And in my experience with the daddies, and I liked what you said about Nuebai, I've never felt young in front of them. So I'm wondering if you can speak a little bit to this subject of humility and equality, because often souls in relationships don't feel belonging. And is that belonging because there's a lack of equality? And is that because it's a lack of humility? So if you can just take these three words up: humility, equality, and belonging.
I think that if we are attentive, that our younger generation has to learn. And if a child, when parents talk to the child just forcefully, with anger or abusive, that's what they learn. They speak same language with their brothers, sisters at school. Immediately everyone will know what is the culture within the family. So I think that, like in Western world, or here also, calling people older also by name. They just call by name. Like here in our culture, we always say in the end, G, or somewhere respectful. So I think being respectful, in that equality also comes, humility also comes. And we know that whatever we're doing today, we're creating the whole chain reaction, chain action. And I always remember, we shouldn't forget. And if someone near to me speaks to me, which is not in the right way, and I do same, for me, I should do what is right. And they will also with the time learn how to be loveful and respectful. And very few remember that. They show their, if I am boss, I have to be bossy. But you could be a boss, but you could be very respectful. Because that's my personality, that's my royalty. And also it teaches others. If you ask somebody, please, can you do this? So that person feels very respectful, right? Do this, you must do that. Not, they don't use word, no, please. So when Baba is talking about words and personality of humility, then we have to pay attention that whatever I do, I am laying that culture, I am bringing that, and everyone will do that. Everyone or those come, or they won't feel from us equality or belonging. I think somewhere we feel that if I am forceful or if I am bossy, people will listen to me. But I see all those people, they have fear, and we're not allowing them to be what they are. When I see behind the scenes and I feel sorry, and I say, well, if this person can be more respectful, we'll get more respect. No? So I feel especially our equals, our younger, our seniors, for everyone have love and respect. See, it is whatever I say is my personality. We always think it is for others. What I say, they have to do it, they have to do. But if you really say nicely, the love they will have in their heart, they feel belonging. Otherwise, they feel little bit like they have to do it. There's no choice, right? That shouldn't happen.
I've experienced that the energy of sweetness in words, it creates a binding effect. It brings someone close, and it builds a bridge. And I like this idea that when we're being humble, we're creating a culture of respect, which is very different to a culture of authority. And I'm wondering if you can speak a little bit to false humility. Because sometimes, people feel, yes, we have to bow down. I understand Dadi's bowing down was reciprocating something. But for some people, humility, false humility means to be a doormat, to say yes to everything, to bow down, to be submissive. So I'm wondering if you can talk a little bit to false humility and what are the signs of that in oneself to identify that?
See, majority of young people, they will have love for you, they will respect you. But sometimes they don't agree with you. And they say, let's talk, let's talk. But older one, no. This kind of rejection. Not only that, but what hurts people, when you talk to three people in three different tones, you immediately know that you like this person, you favor this person, you are little against that person. Even you will say, oh, I love everyone, good wishes for everyone, but doesn't seem in the behavior. So that is also, we have to be very careful. Love and respect for everyone. If I have 3, 5, 10, everyone same. Equality, as you say, is very important. So some people, this Chandramani Dadi used to say, one is you do it because you have to do. Other is you do it from your heart. So do I respect from my heart or only because I have to do it? No. So that becomes false humility. Where you just keep saying yes, yes, but it's not you agree. And I see all these games every day. But people keep changing now. They keep changing and realize more. All are all are my brothers, sisters. So I respect everyone.
This is a very interesting thing you said. You brought up a very different perspective about agreement, that real humility is not just, it's a question of you're coming into alignment with the other person at some level, either in your ideas, your words, your feelings, whereas false humility means you put up a facade to say yes, but you don't really mean it. And I'm wondering in the household, because so many of our brothers and sisters live in the household, and where they're faced with perhaps Lokik family members that are not in Gyan, but they have huge expectations of them or demands of them. And this thing of remaining humble in the face of demands and expectations, what does that look like?
I think yes, but when we have love, respect, the bond which is created, unless that bond is created, it doesn't last for long.
Mm.
People can be with you for a few years, but internally, they don't have that bond of love.
Mm.
So I feel that people should really love you, respect you, and they could open their heart. They can talk heart to heart. In Lokik also, you know what you have to be. Just be that, and then you see the impact on them. But I always try to be what they expect from me, what they want from me, but what you feel, what you want. So be that, and then you see that they not only will follow you, will change, respect you, everything could happen. So just be, this is what I am, because otherwise you are nowhere. This one wants this one demands this one expects it. So you try to do it. Then your personality is not there. So it's not only for my own self, but for others also. I should allow that freedom where that other person can make a good choice. The more you do to others, I think it's a very good. I have so many young ones come and stay, or I am very happy to see them grow with love, respect, and then I have to do that. No? Naturally, it's not false. And that helps other souls to learn what is right.
But I like this point you're underlining, that you have to know what you want. Because if you don't know what you are and what you want, on what basis are you reaching out to someone? Then it's not a choice anymore.
Yeah, but people get lost now because they are only behaving, acting based on what others are saying.
And then do you find that communication gets blocked as a result of that?
Yeah. Because you don't want to listen, you only want to be heard, and which is not really good. Let people express whatever they are. They can say that you cook something, you have to eat. Why don't you eat? And I say it's all right, no? Let people eat what they want. So this internally insecurity or force of people that they should accept me, whatever I say, is ego. Some kind of ego. So in humility, you allow everyone to grow, to say what they want to say. Otherwise, they will never grow. Very restricted. You can only do this, or what I say, you have to do it.
It's very interesting that Baba paired humility and fearlessness today. So just moving into this subject of fearlessness, I mean, I know that the subject of fear is very predominant for many people. And a big part of fear, in my understanding, is that when we've done some vikarma, sinful actions, the consequence of that is a baggage of fear. And Baba described fear as a vice, one of the 7th vices at one Murli. But with Gyan and yoga, we can understand, become truthful, and we can finish fear. But when in some people there is a phobia, where the fear has become so extreme that it's controlling their nature, personality, it's like a default mechanism. What would you say there?
Mhm. One thing I had in my life was fearlessness. I never think I have to necessarily do what other person wants me to do. Out of respect, definitely. If it's cooperation, one can do. But you can't lose your own willpower, power of churning, power to discern. I mean, I have to grow with all those powers. And to grow with that, I have to be fearless. Always fearless. What Dadi, no, that time was sister in Delhi. So she was kind of with young Kumaris. Tomorrow you have to bring this. So for me, I was in university. I said, otherwise what? And she won't like it. And others used to feel that, how can I say it? But we both created such a bond later on because she always felt something unique instead of everyone, yes, yes, yes. And she used to love me and will give me gifts and all that. There are many, many. One time, Dadi Gulzar and Dadi Janki, when I was giving class in Diamond Hall, in the evening, they both were listening. So they said, oh, this point was, were you listening to my class? We like your churning. We are listening. Because one of the thing I did, I always heard their class, but not necessarily churned in the same way. Keeping your own personality is very important. And that is only possible when you are fearless. Doesn't mean you are not respectful, you are rude, but you want to be what you are. And that is how I allow people. Because if I won't know, I have to be what I am, then how will I allow that?
So that's a very nice definition, staying your ground. Staying within,
Be what
first
you
of
are.
all, in your own maryadas and your ground, be what you are and interact with
Never
fearlessness.
try to copy anyone or be like anyone. See what your personality is coming out.
What about this illness of people pleasing?
Illness of?
Illness of people pleasing. You know how isko khush karna hai, we have to make this one happy to be happy, this one to...
It's all right. Sometimes for little things, if you do for people, they feel well. Pleasing is different and making people feel happy.
Yeah.
Dadi Janki used to say, तुम बहुत सुखी रखते हो मेरे को जब मैं आती हूँ. Because you do little things not to please her, but they are needs, they are facilities that keeps them more comfortable. So you do out of love, nor fear, not to please. And that we should do for each other, I think. Right?
Yeah, I agree. And I liked what you shared when you said the family is a place to practice our divinity. And it reminded me something that Daddy had shared. She said, we make a big thing out of the family, but it's nothing. It's just a practice ground for our divine sanskars. And I feel that this period of time we're in, yes, the daddies have taken on a subtle form to support us, but amongst each other, it's finishing school. You know, we're helping to cooperate with each other's virtues to help each other become complete. So thank you, Didi.
I heard you are leaving.
Yes.
Where are you going?
I'm leaving for Greece and then the UK. And then I'll be back in April.
Back? Huh?
In April.
You coming for meeting or after?
After the meeting, yes.
Okay, have good trip.
Thank you. And thank you to everyone. Taking leave from Madhuban. It's always a beautiful way to have this kind of service opportunity and fortune and then depart from Madhuban.
What was your experience
In Madhuban?
in Shantivan, Madhuban?
This time I experienced inside, I made a decision that this head is just for Baba and Baba's knowledge. So when I had to listen to karobar and work and all the details that everybody gives, I kept my ears only 20% open. So I would listen and I'd say to Baba, just let me listen what is useful to you. And I found it such a useful practice because I experienced how we can stay merciful, that state of staying merciful inside and soft, whilst listening to the detail of the karobar. And I realized that when I remain merciful, then the people around me, they realize what they have to do without me having to say anything. So that was my experience.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Om Shanti. Thank you. And tomorrow is Saturday. Our schedule from Amritwela 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. 6 o'clock meditation will start, followed by Hindi Abhay Murli. In the afternoon, 1:30 to 3 p.m. Avyakti Children class, 3 to 4 p.m. Avyakti Youth class, 6 o'clock Bhatti will start, followed by Hindi series, English series, and chit chat. Now let's remember Baba and take Drishti from Didi.
Congratulations for burning holy, playing holy, and becoming holy. Holy means past is past. Has become past. Daddy Gulzar used to say that whatever happens, they are more sensible because they just go. But you hold them. Something which has happened has gone, but you hold it. Remind each other of that. That's not real holy. Holy is past. Let past be. Let it go and create a good, promising present and the future also. So again, happy Holi and congratulations. Om Shanti.
ओ सच्ची होली हम मनाए, ओ ज्ञान पिचकारी चलाए। ओ सच्ची होली हम मनाए, ओ ओ ज्ञान पिचकारी चलाए, ओ आओ हम खेलेंगे होली, हम आत्मा शुद्धि अब होली, ओ सच्ची होली हम मनाए। तिलक लगाए, तिलक लगाए,
दिव्य गुणों के रंग से सजाए,
रंग से सजाए, रंग से सजाए,
आत्म स्मृति का तिलक लगाए, दिव्य गुणों के रंग से
वो
सजाए।
बोले मधुर मधुर हम बोली, हम आत्मा शिव की अब होली, ओ सच्ची होली हम मनाए, ओ ज्ञान पिचकारी चलाए, ओ आओ हम खेलेंगे होली, हम आत्मा शुद्धि अब होली, ओ सच्ची होली हम मनाए।
Om Shanti, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi, Om Shanti Vikti Parivar. Thank you and
Shanti
happy
Didi,
Holi.
Om Shanti, Om Shanti,
Didi, Om
Parivar.
Shanti, Vikti Parivar, Om Shanti.
Bye bye.
Baba, love you,
Om
Baba.
Shanti
Thank
Didi.
you.
Om Shanti Didi.
Om Shanti,
Good night.
Parivar.
Om Shanti.